about laundry. So, whether you live full-time or travel in a motorhome, it is a pain. It's hard to find a spot to store it. It's hard to do it. It's expensive. We have come up with a system that's really working for us. What we've decided to do is get a mini portable washing machine and then pay to dry. Storage of this mini portable washing machine was kind of an issue. We were trying to figure out where do we want to put it and will it fit. And so what we decided to do was, because we don't necessarily use our shower every day, we decided to store it in here. Aha. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to do a load of laundry now. You'll need a couple of buckets or something that acts as a platform, because the mini portable washing machines, they gravity drain. So if they are at floor level, if you just like left the shower or the washer in the shower, it would drain, but it drains much faster if it's above and the tube can go down into the drain. So that is what the buckets are for. If you want to take a look at the actual machine for a second, basically you have two sides. You've got your wash tub, and it's like a high efficiency washing machine that is top loading. Looks just the same, and it works really well. Works the same as well. This is your spin dryer. It's not actually going to dry anything. Basically, it's a water extractor, but everyone calls them spin dryers. I don't know why. They should call it a water extractor. Also, this prevents everything from flying out, so pretty important. Up here, you've got your different knobs. This one actually turns on the agitator. This one determines whether you're going to drain, whether you're going to do a standard load of wash or a delicates wash. And this one determines how long your spin dryer is going to spin for. We're going to use our shower head, and it works great. You could actually even fill this up with just a regular bucket. It really doesn't matter, but that's what we've chosen to do. It did come with those tubes that would hook up to a faucet or something like that, and that may be necessary for you. Okay, this little guy right here comes with a little hook. That is going to drain both tubs. So make sure it goes into your shower tub or your bathtub, whatever you've got. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is grab some laundry detergent. Now, I get high efficiency detergent, and you're really only supposed to put about a tablespoon in. That's all it takes. It really is not much at all. So we're going to be doing a standard load of wash. As soon as we put the knob onto standard, it closes off the drain valve, and we're able to actually fill up the washing machine. So once it's filled up a little bit, I start putting the clothes in so that they can absorb some of the water, so that I can actually know what the true water level is. The ability for the clothes to freely move around is actually the most important thing, I think, about caring for this washer. So to start out, I put about 5 or 6 articles of clothing in there for my kids. So you can put a lot more kids' clothes in there than you can in adults' clothes. Now that the water level's a little higher, I'm going to throw a few more things in there. Okay, so we've got our clothes in here. Probably, when all is said and done, I got maybe 12 articles of clothing that were kids' size. And then I also threw in a bunch of socks and undies and things like that. This is filled up about 2/3 of the way full, which is what they recommend doing. And we're ready to start. There's actually a drain hole. If your water level gets too high, the water will come out of there, and whether you have selected the drain knob or not, the water will come out. So you really want to make sure that you've got that gravity drain going for you, and that your drain pipe is actually going into a place that can get wet. So with our standard knob selected, we're gonna go ahead and set this washer to 15 minutes. So you can actually do less than 15 minutes if you want. Again, I've had lightly soiled clothes where I've only selected 6 or 9 minutes. It swishes one way, and then it'll go the other way. And you'll notice that the clothes are free moving. There's nothing getting stuck. Okay, so our wash is done, nice and soapy. We're gonna go ahead and drain it now. So it's really easy. All you do is turn it to drain. And again, make sure this pipe is headed over there. After this wash cycle, you're gonna wanna refill this with water about 2/3 of the way full, just like we did before. First, turn the knob back to standard, otherwise your water is gonna drain out. Then fill her up. So our water is filled up and we're ready to go through the rinse cycle. You basically do the same exact thing for the wash cycle as the rinse cycle. So select the amount of time you want it to rinse for. I find that a little less time works just as fine. So now our rinse cycle is done and we're gonna drain it and rinse off some of the bubbles. All right, so now we're going to spin dry or extract that water. First of all, just load it up, but you want to do it in kind of a donut fashion. This way it'll stay balanced. So we've got our clothes in here in a donut. Put in the plastic guard and push it down. Close up the lid, and I always choose 3 minutes, even though you can do 5, because honestly, after 3 minutes, no water comes out. Let it go, and you'll notice the water will start draining out of there. All right, so our spin dryer is done. I wish there was like a bell or something that went off. So you do have to set a little alarm or something, but it's not really a big deal. So we're going to open this up, pull out the guard. Clothes are really quite dry. If you like to line dry, they wouldn't take much time at all. What we do is I just put them in a laundry basket, and then later on my husband takes them to a laundromat and throws them in the dryer. He gets almost all of our clothes for several days into one dryer, and it's really cheap. So works well for us. I'll go ahead and load up the second one, and then this little wash is done.